Won that first match. We're starting again. Okay, cool. All right, so that match was just being played. It was being played as is. I've just been confirmed by production that we are starting from fresh. Best of 3. Dawn versus Con Air. The Battle Beast. I mean, such an absolute, just reliable character in this game as the Battle Beast. Amazing armor, really good range. Those really cheeky boost dashes into watch your toes. And, I mean, Powerplex, a character that really, you see a little bit more than you would expect, especially for a character that is so heavily built around just frames and being able to extend moves. A lot more execution than you might expect for someone like that, but a character that can do so much damage in the right hands. And this is a high damage game. Speaking of which, Dawn catching that first blood. We're going to go for the boosted forward specials, and we're going to cash out into level 3. That, by all accounts, is going to be a dead Powerplex. That's the game. The aim of the game in Invincible Versus is land that hit, do as much damage as you can. The meta has kind of evolved beyond. I think there's not as much setup at the moment that we would normally see. I think the active tag is incredibly prominent, as is, I think, the combo routes with many characters, especially when you have that boost that regenerates in between. Speaking of which, there is no boost to be had here, so that combo's not going to come through. Bulletproof, going in. Getting a little bit of damage on deck. He himself, one of the characters that with the right assists can truly do TOD situations. And we'll be seeing more Bulletproof later, as I believe Nuji is in this tournament, who's been using Bulletproof since launch. He does have those, well, rather insane combos, shall we say, on lock. There's that nice bait there with the break. Can't quite turn that back grab into anything, unfortunately. By all means, that should have been a dead Invincible, but instead, not only alive, but going to continue. There we go. At last. He's dead. All right, so forced into the Inissa. This game has so much emphasis on the assists as well. Especially when you look at characters like Cecil. There are characters like Atom Eve, Robot. Those really good projectile assists. And I mean, how could I forget Rexplode as well? All right, watch your toes. Getting damage. There's those boost dashes to keep the combo gauge nice and full. Level 3. Now, it's going to do tons of damage. I don't quite think it's going to be enough to kill. Those boosted specials do have a habit of scaling things later on. And the forward throw is good. A little bit more chips all we need. Only way you're going to shut down the guaranteed chip there is to maybe level 3 defensively. Armor might get blown up as well. There's that first special from Battle Beast. Hey, that's the problem. Don't get hit. And in that case, Con Air got hit. So, just continuing the set, I suppose. Dawn's now going to be 1-0 up. We just need one more to make it into the next round. So again, for those that might be watching, you know, I know there's a lot of Invincible fans that sort of get into Invincible Versus. You might not have general knowledge of how the FGC is. Ball play, pretty much miniature tournaments that break up into what is eventually going to become the top 8. So for today's schedule, we have the initial matches to begin with. When we get down to our top 8, which is by the end of today, we're going to have our final 8 players in the bracket. They will then resume again tomorrow, 11 AM local time. Nice movement there from the Inissa. You know, certain characters just really don't get picked much these days. I think Inissa certainly being one of them. I think I saw her a lot more early on than now. You know, she's got the Predator stance. She's got crazy mobility. Obviously, Skybound trying to keep within the character's lore. And it's very much, you know, a lot of people say the fastest Viltrumite, right? So she's going to have that in the game. Bulletproof. Get off me. Nice. I couldn't turn it into much. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Just bringing in Powerplex. Ah, hang on. All right, we just get a regular button there. Not sure if that was meant to be a super or a special or something. The wake up level 3. Oh no! And it connects. Ugh. Getting hit by a raw wake up level 3 in this game never feels good. Yo, Powerplex. Yo, we're alive. Save Save yourself. Powerplex. What a sad way for him to go out. That'll blame Mark for that as well. Nothing crazy really happening in this match, I think. It's just, you know, straightforward. Looking for that ranged assist. Cecil did receive some changes, you know, not too long ago. There's assist. He's a little bit closer now, so it's easier to hit. Tried to go for the bait. A big risk for Dawn to take there. Trying to bait the counter tag. Unsuccessful when you lose a character. Oh my word. Not a huge amount of armor coming out from Battle Beast, I gotta say. I know I only got 1 bar of boost here, so it doesn't matter. That level 3 is definitely gonna kill a character. So, down on your lonesome, gotta make a comeback. It's just bulletproof and 5 bars of meter. And he will be coming in with 3 boosts, so 1 good hit. Under the impression that they don't break. Oh wow, we just go into the super straight away? Okay. I mean, there was no breaker there, so... Catching those jabs. Probably confirm! Sometimes it can be hard to pick up when the opponent's in the air, but Anissa having no such trouble. So, that should be Dawn. That should be. Yep. Sorry, just the players want to confirm whether it's best of 3 or best of 5. Best of 5 will be later in the tournament. Kay went ham on that one. And it really brought everyone together, got everyone more used to the versus games, the nature of them. And Plug, really interesting team, I would say, because it's Powerplex, Alan, and the Immortal. So we're getting some Immortal here as well. And if you've not seen Immortal yet in competitive, strap yourselves in. This character's really interesting. All right, so you've been picked up now. Taking some of that early damage. And we're going to go corner carry as well. The 3rd bar secures. And there's the counter tag. Already having to establish these layers. Beautiful throw tech. Now, Immortal does sport really impressive air movement. The down medium in the air did whiff. However, there's the forward throw. No assist to turn it into anything. So much air movement, right? The Viltrumites, the characters that fly around, the neutral spends such little time on the ground, having to scout out the assists as well. It's who can work their way in, control the space. Powerplex, looking to establish pressure. Good defense, but watch out! Immediate jump there from Alan, and we're going to turn that into big old damage. Look at him run. Look at his little feet. Ah! Hey, watch your head, mate! Watch your head! And the low! And by the way, there was an overhead there. Immortal, the overhead assist. Insanely good, by the way. You know what? Showing that we're not afraid to level 3, that is going to ice the momentum a little bit. But I think if you're in Plug's shoes, you just see that as a good trade. You take basically half of your life with Alan. You know a cancel's coming, like a tag, sorry. But the opponent's just lost 3 bars. Oh, yo. Yo, the instant overheads of Alan and then you pair it with Immortal, that is filth. And the low, watch yourself. Instant air dash. Snap back. Bringing in the Cecil. Actually, not a bad shout. Now the Cecil's in play. If you can kill the Cecil, you're able to eliminate, I would say, this team's most devastating assist. So, another one! What is this mix? You so rarely see Alan in this game, dude. And I tell you what, the UK, I've been watching the UK players in the casuals all day. There are some interesting teams at bay. That's going to be Cecil down. The Powerplex assist into the weird overhead or just low, both of which loop. Good block there, though. Think about versus games. General rule of thumb, you can only block for so long. Good defense again. Unfortunately clipped, and that's going to be a dead Anissa. Here comes Alan. So disrespectful, man. He's only got 2 toes per foot. Weird. Yo, the anti-air assist. Man like Immortal. Oosh. Oh, God. You think I'm going to grab, but I'm not. All right, didn't quite get the rest of the combo there. Allowed for the level 1. Defensive assist. Interrupted the advancing special of Mark, and that is going to be Plug taking the first game. This game is aggressive, I tell you what. Off he goes. Comfortable first game there for Plug. Immortal hot off the press for the game's DLC, as is Universa. Both characters, I think, going to get picked in this tournament, though. We know that Plug has an Immortal here. I know Mystic is in the bracket and will be playing Immortal as well. There are at least 2 Universa players. Many of them part of the London crew, if I'm not mistaken, making that trip up here. There's a few London folks that play this game together pretty much every day. They've been grinding hard for VSFighting. I'm sure they would all love to get not only that top 8, but when it comes to VSFighting, that regional pride has a big mark on people, honestly. It's something that's always been there and it's never going to go away. VSFighting is one of the only remaining fighting game tournaments, I would say, of this scale in the UK. This is the biggest fighting game tournament in the United Kingdom. And it has been going for many, many years. Our first one being 2013 for me. I think that was when the first Injustice came out. And ever since then, it's been people from all sorts of locals come together, they train together, and they compete together. It's all about trying to get your local into the #1 spot. It's a victory for everyone. Now watch out for this air movement. Immediately catches a back throw, though. Activate, and that install is going to give Immortal! Yo! Man's attacking with his elbow, but it's the ass cheek that hit him. Never again. Immortal caked up on a Thursday afternoon. Oh! Yo, that's so plus on hit. You hit it on the way back and were able to dash in, and look at that! Good thing the breaker come out. Immortal, he's got those loops. When he's got the install from that back super, it's all about punches and lots of them. This movement. Anti-air, though. Caught the recovery on the ground. Anissa, a chance to fight back. Going to blow out the combo, unfortunately. And there is that wake-up anti-air. The charged medium bringing them back down. Activate the install. Watch yourself, and you're dead. That final hit was just unnecessary. Look at him, he's steaming. Man, so angry, he steams. Steam has come off this man. Right, Cecil, unfortunately, mate, you're just a dude. You are just a man against these powerful beings. Alright, grab him. Pull out not 1, but 2 guns. Bang, bang. Wow! And he's going to press the button. Oh, no! But no punish! You bastard! We're in the UK. It's not you bastard! We're doing it the Sharp style. The Sean Bean. Lovely. Went for it. Oh, no! Watch yourself! Hey, the common man. With the heart boxes. Yo, who let him put those on? Age has caught up with you, Cecil. Immortal taking it there. Plug. 2-0. Moving on in this. That's the name. I mean, we roll with it. It's on the start, GG. What else can I do?
Fascinating.
Alright, so. Jad's team is so unbelievably good at dealing with armor. Establishing really good range. Beautiful confirms. Instant overhead mix-ups. And just this ability to make it feel like you just are not allowed to move. Look at that. The instant overhead. Thula, such an uncommon character, but what a character she is. Right, active tag into Rex. The breaker comes out, but there it is, the instant flip. 7 frames on startup. It's faster than most jabs, if not all jabs. Sometimes a move don't need to have things like armor or invincibility. Sometimes they're just so quick, they may as well have both. Alright, there's that Universa assist. That's not the last you'll see of her. If you're having a very airborne game that you're establishing, Universa's back assist, the pillars, unbelievably good. Really fast, really tall. And both characters on the other end, so good at converting from that assist, especially Thula. Bulletproof's gonna whiff. Oh, wow. I mean, I'm fairly certain that was supposed to be a heroic strike, but if we get a snapback, we'll take those. Get a situation. Wake up, and the counter with the level 3. Not only are we going to be immune to the bike, but we take the damage as well. The situation that no doubt will follow. Izuna drop. Wake up armor. Doesn't get much of a combo from it, but the important thing is that the robot survives for now. Unfortunately, Thula on the warpath. There's the immediate snapback. Good block on the overhead, but challenging the block string. That's now going to be Jad's. One character left to go. It's bulletproof, all on his own. Resource-wise, not looking too bad, though. Has the 3 bars of meter. Unfortunately, whiffing stuff like that, that is going to be an easy pickup and an easy punish. Here come the boosted specials. Will not spend the combo gauge. We take the knockdown. That's a tag into Rex. Caught by the jumping as well. The flips. And there it is. That's what you're looking for Rex, because we're going to get a hard knockdown. No, we're just going to go level 3. Why not? It kills, it wins the game, and we'll take those. Is it censored? Yo, it's the censored version! Who censored the stream setup? We're in an isolated room. We're not in a crowded space. Why have we got it censored? As a Mortal Kombat commentator, that disgusts me. Alright, lovely catch there from Jad, starting off real strong. Thing about Thula, it's... You kind of look at the fact that she's like a ranged character with whips and, you know... Distance characters historically not really being known for their damage output, but when she hits you and has boosts, it's bad. It's not good to be hit by. Alright. Catch and jump. Convert. We have 1 bar of boost, so why not? Active tag! Unfortunately, too early on the break attempt, and that is absolutely going to be level 3. That is also going to be a dead Powerplex. It just doesn't hit the same when it's blurred out, does it? Flip you! You no-good jerk. Oh, that's filth. That was filth. Universa went in for the low-medium. The overhead assist. Draining some of that boost as well. The armored super. Unfortunately, the projectile's on the ground! Watch your head, Rex. Not only that, the assist breaker coming out at the wrong time. The second you chase down the launch, the assist breaker misses. There's a time and a place to go for assist breakers, and if you're really eager to go for it, it can just fail to connect. You lose the resources, you lose the situation, and you get punished anyway. Alright, knockdown, not the end of the world. Crushes the armor. That was a wake-up down special. And unfortunately now, nothing. Jads is going to take that very comfortably, 2-0. And it's a fighting game, so give us Nazuna drop Thula. Thank you very much. GG's. So, Jad's moving on as well. Question is, stream, for those that know, are we going to see? Because it's there. Alright, immediately going in. Oh, yo, hang on a minute. That looked a little bit cheeky. Oh, on the bait! Did not work out, and an armored conquest answering back with a fist to the jawline. Oh no, the whiff super. Activate. Yo, that down medium in the air. Deceiving. And you're dead, by the way. The second you get hit from like a fresh connection, when Immortal's installed like that, combo gauge takes a long time to fill, and he's getting a lot of damage. You don't even need an assist, really. Nice movement here from Plug. Oh, the side switch. Caused that projectile to be a little bit of a mix-up tool. Unfortunately, overcommits. Immediately tagging in the delayed run. Nice, the instant overheads again. I'm calling them instant overheads. I'm sure they are. They must be. They look like them. It's an instant jump, right? It's got to be an instant overhead. Never again. Watch out! Oh, that is so cheeky. That is so cheeky. Projectile assist into advancing super. Oh! And then an overhead immortal from downtown. To fly off like the PNG he is. Now, I tell you what. I'm not going to lie to you, stream. You know, as an avid watcher of the show for a long time, I am the Immortal's biggest hater. I have been for a long time. I laughed when I heard that the Immortal was going to be the first DLC character. I said, really? Immortal? Right? I really enjoy him. Skybound have made a believer out of me. Look at that. Oh my lord! Yo! The try-hard combos coming out of Plug. Oh, come on. The viciousness. Disgusting. That combo was fantastic.
You are fucking psychotic.
You can tell man's played this game once or twice before, can't you? I'm telling you, versus fighting. We've got some really good players here. I'm really liking the teams so far. Like I said, I know we've kind of only seen like a small taste of it at the moment from this group. But yeah, watching people play throughout the course of the day, I've seen Duplicate, I've seen Universa. Obviously, we've got Immortal here, we've got Alan. Looks like we're going for possibly a bit of a swap. Or are we just taking some time? Conquest, Lucan, Battle Beast. Alright, we're going back in. Alright, we're jumping in again. That advancing special. The assist breaker forcing things to stop, but that's the thing about assist breaker. If you get clipped, after that, you've got no means of saving yourself from the damage, and we're wasting no time for the install. I imagine I like this way from Plug's approach. It's just all about the second we get access to that install, go for it. For those that wonder what that install does for Immortal, it essentially lets him get way more combo potential. The way this game's combo system works, where it can go light, medium, heavy, but you can't go the other way, the second Immortal installs, he can go the other way and just constantly reverse the input. But it also just seems to, whatever it is about his combo system, as you'll notice on the left, the ability to boost cancel and everything else, his combo gauge just takes so long to fill up. Unfortunately, there was a drop there. Either way. Alright, hang on. Yeah, we're just going to take some damage. Forward super into the Battle Beast. Bit of a risk to bring Battle Beast back in, however. The hard tag into Conquest, and he's going to get punched in the face for it. Over. You can tell that's why we're going for the immediate air movement, because if you're trying to bait out Conquest's DP, it's a bit tricky. You know, he's got that weird sort of diagonal movement. It's also can't really break its armor because he leaves the ground, so if you're trying to throw him, he'll hit you anyway. Lovely confirm, though. Take the super, take the character, and Plug looking good. Alright, Mach 1 just down to the Lucan. We are going to get a command grab. We're just taking combo damage. Lovely bait. One that works out. That was a risky bait to go for, actually, because... Oh, actually, spending a lot of meter there. It was definitely a combo path which could have gone into way less meter usage, but you know what? Character's gone, so take it as a good situation. Yeah, that was a very risky counter break to go for, because if that was wrong, Battle Beast was going to be toast. Immediately caught by the advancing special. What? That was an unfortunate exchange there. The assist break comes out after the bait. And now Battle Beast is gone. One character left, and it's going to be Lucan. A great character when he's got assists to play with, but when he's left on his lonesome, doesn't have the best range in the world. Least of all when you're fighting a Powerplex. Alright, come on, grab one. Take the damage again. What's the situation afterwards? Just resetting back to a neutral state. I'm a bit worried though, folks. There's a lot of meter on the side of Plug. One clean hit. I actually feel this could be it, because we've got boost. Got meter. We're going in for the assist. Oh, we were looking for a sweaty little conversion, actually. One thing about Immortal's air assist, it's so good at converting those supers, because he just takes so long to keep them juggled. Robot gets a similar thing with his bike. Alright, GG. Ground bounce. Thank you very much. Plug taking it 2-0. And now let me consult the bracket, because we should have some... We're getting through it. It'll be a good match. This is going to be a good match. Gotcha. Alright, we're going to see some Dizzy. The comfort pick of the Mark, who really is his sort of comfort character, has been since day one. The Omni-Man, the main utility that Omni-Man's going to bring to the table is just a devastatingly powerful DP, the boosted version. And Rex, I mean, Rex assist, incredibly good. Set play, fantastic. Mix-ups, damage. And we've seen Jads already. We know that Thula's no joke at all. So we're going to play a careful game here, a patient game. It's always a careful and patient game until someone gets punched in the face, and then it's big damage. Oh, interrupted. Not quite able to pick up from that Omni-Man assist, and Thula now turning it round. Late on the break as well. Rex, hard knockdown, and the hard tag. Wait, no, the active tag, sorry. Into Universa to capitalize. Defensive Rex assist. Unfortunately, Dizzy unable to perform the combinations. We were talking before the tournament. I went, mate, just do your combos. Perform your combinations. All right, forced into the Omni-Man. Jads taking a character off already. Thula assist. Watch yourself. That staff of Universa, such amazing range. And so good for picking up. All right, we convert. There's the immediate break. There's so much damage that was left on the table that we couldn't pick up from because that really good break there from Jads. All right. Tried to go for it. Here's the combo. You're dead, by the way. For sure. And I don't even think we need a level 3. No, we don't. Dizzy. The Rex mirror match takes it out, saving the bar. 4 left to work with. I told you this was going to be a good set of games. I told you. Look for the push block. The clap. Oh, hang on a minute. The breaker forced away. The Omni-Man, unfortunately, there wasn't quite able to get what he was looking for. Just the raw DP on its own. Oh my god. The active frames and the delayed low. Universa lands the hit. We have Thula ready to go. Not going to cash out, though. The dash extends as well. Dizzy, I do not think was ready for there to be an extension off that down special. Jads looking real good right now. It's just Rex on his own. What are we going to get from this? 40 seconds on the clock. Plenty of resources. Second, you have no more assists. You cannot do assist breakers, however. All right. This always does huge damage. That's not going to kill, but it's going to do almost all of it. All right. My lord, you got like barely 10! The roll at the level 3! What on earth was that? And now that's not good for Dizzy. Even if you take out this Universa, Thula has so much health left. Armored through. Now, alright, here's the thing. By getting this character, Rex is going to heal that purple life. So there's a chance. It's not a crazy uneven situation. Looked for it. Beautiful push block. And there's the punish. Jads, there's a level 3. And we are going to spend it and take that first game. Thula with push block. Oh my god, what a character. Pretty much every one of her better buttons has that range. If she push blocks you and you don't have like an assist or something to cover it, you're getting killed. Straight up murdered. That was a good first game. Best of 3, folks, so not a lot of time to turn it around. Let's see what we can get from this. Alright, immediately trying to put up that defensive brick wall with the Rex assist, the Universa pillars. Say, get away from my airspace. Alright, Rex, beautiful pull in, actually, Thula. And most of this combo, if not all of it, was going to be able to go over those Rex projectiles. Hang on a minute, though, caught by the Universa. Here comes Jads. Active tag. A really good break there from Dizzy. Keeping him alive, and the hit confirm on the Rex assist. No boost meter, though, so we have to keep this one really simple. Create the active tag mind game. An incorrect break there, so Dizzy's going to take all that boost, all that damage, and add to it. Another active tag, another one incorrect. By all means, that will be it. Oh, no! The break! Tries to keep Universa alive. The anti-air super, though, and just like that, Universa is out. I tell you what, Dizzy, the build game plan around the active tag, everything is tied to it. It's the way the meta of the game really has started to evolve. Overhead. Lands. Dizzy. Taking the damage. Again, the assist Jads. Just, it may look like such a weird time to go for a break, but the damage in this game doesn't stop. That's the entire point. Hard tag into Mark. He's going to take some big damage there. Do you keep him alive? No. Can't max out the combo gauge. Instant overhead. And Rex is able to break the combo. The advance. You break, I break. It's just the way of the land. Omni-Man's available. Oh, watch yourself. He comes in with the punch to the face. Dizzy. Alright, level 1 spent. An active tag available. Beautiful escape there from Jads. Unfortunately, though, his team is bleeding. So much potential life left on the table, but so much damage to do if you want to take out a character and even have a chance of healing. Back up! The clap into the active tag. The delayed low. Looks for it. A bit hesitant there, maybe. The back throw immediately forces the breakout. Dizzy. What's it going to be? Ooh, didn't want to make the same mistake twice. That's how he lost game 1. Clipped by the overhead there. Rex still alive, and such an annoying character to have as the anchor. Level 3 is going to absolutely take out the Invincible. And Dizzy left to just the Rex and Omni-Man to work with. Totally even split on the meter, though. Both characters. 2 bars each. Where do we go from here? Immediately with the armored super. Just try and create some space. Very, very hard to sort of punish that, or even put yourself in a position to punish. But the chase down from Jads, there's the breaker. Always got to watch out for that push block. The mobility. The defense and the patience. Oh, the second hit was not ready for that, Jads. That's going to be huge. Absolutely massive damage. We have so much boost as well. Surely that's going to be a dead Rex. Level 3. Cash out, and now it's going to be just Omni-Man on his own, unless this narrowly doesn't kill, but it's a level 3. Alright, Jads, one more character to go, mate. It's just Omni-Man. And even if Omni-Man takes out the Stula, he's still got Rex to get through. Armor. Oh no. Wait a minute. That's huge. Are we going to go for an active tag mix-up? Yes, we are. The break successful. Oh, no, but he gets caught. And by all means, I think that's going to be it. Jads is going to find it. And he's going to cash out. And that'll be Jads moving on 2-0 over Dizzy. Really good show. And that's his back shots. This is to make it into the top 12. Just to remind everyone, we're not at top 8 just yet. We're nearly there, but we're going to get through that second group as well. All right.
Let me do this.
Ah, we're seeing some robot. Haven't actually seen some robot yet until this, so... Robot, good character. One of the best assists in the game, if not the best in terms of projectiles. I mean, we've seen Powerplex and Bulletproof, haven't we? Nice pressure, the defensive call there from the Rex. Doing a good job of just creating a bunch of clutter on the battlefield at the moment. Mark, a character that really, really wants to kind of just get in and establish himself, but if you're dealing with robot assist, you're dealing with Powerplex projectiles, even Bulletproof himself, depending on the assist, almost looks like a projectile anyway. Alright, Omni-Man going in. Looking to pressure. The interruption, though, there from Powerplex. Assist into low. Watch your feet.
Let me do this.
Oh, no confirm. Trying to pick up from these projectiles. Having a bit of a tricky time with it so far. Favourable trade there for Mark, though, being able to get the side switch. Letting the combo rock from Bulletproof. Not gonna lie, it's a little bit scrambly at the moment. You know, we're just not quite able to get any considerable hits. Although now I've said that, now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, robot assist is gonna chase it down, and we're gonna waste no time going into that level 3. Calling man a taxi, sending him home. Go home, mate. You've been out too long. Bosh. Wow. Rare footage of Omni-Man DP getting armor broken. I never thought I'd see the day. Beautiful pickup. Really nice pickup. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get the last hit. And the reverse throw, actually. But never mind. You do a throw, I do a throw. We're all having a good time.
Interesting.
A little bit too slow on the rocket pickup there, but still with a sizable lead. Kind of just a lot of air movement here, a lot of buttons sort of flinging out, but nothing considerable happening. Delay. We are going to get a break out there. That's going to take away really important resources. All right, mate. I'll see you. Tell him how you feel. Oh, wow. Just a hard tag into the powerplex. Nice. Loads of meter. Oh, wait a minute. You can't break either. If you get clipped now, that's a level 3. That's level 3 into good night, son. Ooh, bit slow on the confirm. The idea was there. Oh, dear. All right, so it wasn't a pretty game, but it's a victory nonetheless for Backshots.
Maybe now you'll take things seriously.
All right, we're going to see where we go from here. Straight into the rematch, and we're going again. Oh, wow. Robot assist still active after the throw. A little bit of invincibility, but man, I got 3 rockets at least, mate. For the pickup, pushing forward, active tag as well for the Omni-Man. Are we going to extend here? Are we going to keep the active tag going? There we are. Maybe tried to bait out some kind of break attempt there, maybe? Oof.
Fascinating.
Little bit hesitant to go for some of these whiff punishes. To be honest with you, I can understand. This is the kind of game where if someone's flinging themselves at you like that at any moment, they could just let an assist rip, and before you know it, you're the one getting comboed. You try to go for a punish. The nature of versus games, really. Always to expect the unexpected. Look for it, good block on the low, pushing forward. Watch yourself. A nice pickup there as well. Oh, wow. And we get the super. Hard tag into the bulletproof. Keep that powerplex alive at all costs. He is going to be able to regenerate a lot of that purple life if you keep him healthy. Gotta watch out calling in the assists, though.
Do this.
All right, robot. We're going in. Interruption. But again, just not quite able to get anything significant. All right, pushing in. Decent damage. Needs a little bit more. Goes for the bait. A little bit greedy, possibly. The armored reversal, however, dealing with that active tag comfortably. Have to watch out. Projectiles are going to rock. Oh no, Omni-Man walking right into it, fresh from the jump in, and now here comes Bulletproof. Oh! This is, as they say, pandemonium. What? Omni-Man, who are you looking at? Omni-Man, go home. You're drunk. Oh, wait. Which one? It's robot sent into the stratosphere, never to be seen again. Alright, so. Backshots, the signs of life, the return. Oh! Rockets above. He's kicking your shins. What is a superhero to do? Alright, it's Rex on his lonesome. Ow! Side switch. You didn't press, did you? You pressed no! And here comes the car! Do yourself a favor. Don't look up. Alright. Over half that life is gone. Just needs a little bit left. Oh dear. Oh, come on, it hit! Oh no! It disappoints me because we've got the censored naughty word. Oh wait, there's the powerplex. A little bit more damage. And we found it. Alright, so. It's an opportunity where I'm sure I'm going to have to say the name again. Backshot's taking it.
Assist of the game. And something you mentioned earlier, obviously Universe's range, something that I think is incredibly interesting with the character is the fact that if you land the charged M and get the wall bounce off of that, you can restand with projectile, and that leaves her something in the vein of like plus 32, and then she can kind of just dash up and do whatever she wants. So I'm interested to see.
It's going to be an interesting match because Universa is going to be all about the setups and the looping pressure. Nuji has those bulletproof TODs on deck.
Yeah.
So if you get hit by bulletproof, you're either going to lose a character or going to come incredibly close to it.
Yeah.
So we start off big damage. Nuji, no stranger to execution. Really a bit of a lab monster. Successful in the Pro Tour for Mortal Kombat 1. Was rocking the Melina all the way through, different cameos and everything else. So going into Invincible, I think is going to be very used to it. But here's the other side of things, where there's going to be... Oh, wait, and there we go. We freeze the screen. And there's going to be the punish. No, too far away. And there's the armor for the Battle Beast. Oh my god, Universa. That was a disastrous way to turn around.
Yeah, and it's interesting, like you said, that screen freeze was such an amazing answer to that armored super from the bulletproof. But I think Battle Beast as the mid character here for Nuji, really showing like why he is so strong, and I think why so many people have really come around on him is armor is just incredibly strong in this game, and Battle Beast has one of the best options for that.
Funny you should mention it though, because one thing Universa does is take meter from you, so she's going to be able to consistently limit your ability to build boost. It's going to force you to active tag, and Battle Beast without armor, a very, very different character indeed. So that's likely going to be a dead character after the active tag. No, we do get a successful break, and now it's going to be Atom Eve. Now, Nuji's Atom Eve is a lot more grounded, a lot more, I guess, like, straight to the point. Universe's Atom Eve is a lot more kind of all over the place.
Yeah, I suppose this is the interesting thing. I think there are two schools of thought about how you play this character. One is almost purely, like you said, neutral control. But you can get really out there as far as like that specific move, EX teleport, float, and there we go.
Oh, try to go for a counter here there. I'm going to get caught now. And that jumping down heavy, such high damage for Universa. It's an amazing jump in, but watch the dive kick. Built up boost. And yeah, is that going to whiff punish? Yes, it will. And this is Atom Eve. This actually could kill.
Yeah, no, Atom Eve's level 3 is one of the most damaging moves in the game by far, and there it almost did, but Universa had just enough health left, but there we go. I was going to say, building a little bit of this recoverable life, but didn't get the chance to tag out.
Yo, Molecule Gaming.
And now the lively and immediate Rekka there from Nuji. And this is something I've seen, is Nuji loves to just open rounds, open life bars with Bulletproof Rekka. Because again, if you don't have an immediate answer for it, it's very difficult to stop him from just taking the momentum.
And he also does it to see how you respond. You know, it's an important piece of information to gain. How do they start the round? Will they get clipped? Let's not forget the boosted Rekka breaks all armor as well, so that's definitely not an answer you can go for. But overall, a good first game there for Nuji. Universa didn't really get a chance to see much of the duplicate, but that was really just down to Bulletproof landing that first hit.
And I think nice round opener there from Universa. You saw the backdash into the crouch cancel. That is the only way to make sure that that Rekka doesn't blow up your backdash, but doesn't seem to matter. We do force out the assist breaker.
Oh, hang on a minute. Are we getting dive bombed, man?
Are we going to snap the Eve, or is
good
this
block on the reset?
Oh my god, good.
I cannot. I tell you what, that block on Universa was insane. That was such a hard to block. Low overhead straight away.
All right.
Install. What are we doing?
Hey.
Yep. We're getting ready to loop. This is the duplicate we've seen a million times before. There's the tag as well. Take the boost away. Oh, the multi-hitting overhead.
And again, that down heavy punch. Such a good option for Universa. And we haven't even seen Universa apply it as a cross-up tool. It is one of the best cross-up buttons in the game.
I think she has some of the best buttons in the game, period. It's so good. The reward you get for it, the conversion potential.
There, we saw that massive 2M. A little slow. Raw level 3 again for Nuji, and there it is. This is not going to kill by any means, of course.
It's going to do so much damage,
It's going to do like what, like 60%?
Yep. And it's going to open up an opportunity to just bide the time, ice the momentum a little bit. Push block, takes a little bit, but then you get caught by the splat. And now, surely we see an active tag here.
No break attempt there from Nuji. Possibly read the fake, but here we go. Finds the opening with the Kate. We are getting the knockdown. Are we going? Oh, we're just going into... Yeah, there we go.
It's mix time. I doubt we turn this into a combo. Overhead! It's Duplicate doing what she does best. We mix.
Into the wall spot and for screen freeze. And there we go. Yep.
All right, just Battle Beast against the world. Nuji, what's it going to be? Do we believe in the beast? Oh, the punish. Nice punish. So this is likely going to be, you know, we're going to loop this now. It's going to be very difficult to come back from this. Battle Beast does not have a lot of meter either. And there's the reset. We're going to loop it. We've seen this a million times and we will see it a million times more. Yeah, we get armor. Ah! Ah! Oh no, she didn't get full. Watch your feet.
Just dash 2M, caught Universa there, and will lose the Kate here.
Bro, there's some big feet on Duplicate as well. I'm talking Sideshow Bob level. It needs to happen so she has the extra range.
All right, now you do see the max over the of Universa there. May not come into play, but does have access to a powered specials currently.
Oh,
there we go.
Behind the drop combo. Another one. Oh! Went for the armor break, but they clash. Watch yourself.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
2, 3. We've got more.
Drops the Eve, but this should be a dead Universa. 2 weeks to live.
Ops absolutely taking no chances. Maybe a level 1 would have done it, but you cannot risk them having even a % left. And by securing this kill, Battle Beast is going to get back all that purple life. So the match just became quite even.
Now, he doesn't have a full boost bar available, and Eve does. That EX projectile is what Nuji needs to look out for, because that does, of course, break armor and wall bounce.
He's going to have to play very careful here. Whiffs it, but Eve can't capitalize from that range. When you're both characters, you know, you're down to your last character, you're going to build a lot of boost just passively.
Look at how close the Universe is.
Counter poke!
3 here as well. Might not get to use it. Gets the armor. Does Nuji. Finds the hit here. Now, yeah, blowout. Level 1 available. Tries to armor through.
Oh! Can't find it! Wait a minute.
That should be it for Universa into the level 3.
Level 3. Level 3's going to kill. Level 3's going to kill. Yo, Battle Beast almost made the entire comeback there.
In what is very much a losing matchup.
And
the MK player restart.
I know, I'm glad. Yeah, if you want to go straight back into the match and you have the means to, by all means, all the power to you.
All right, it is currently 1-1 here, and here we go. Universa opens up strong, finding the hit. No boost meter either for Nuji. We're going into the loop.
Reset.
Oh, the teabag!
That's the second time we've seen it in this sequence. Reset again! The Atom Eve, she's doing what she wants. Oh, poor old Bulletproof. He's just getting jumped. All right, that was one hell of a sequence.
And Kate still has a bar and a half of boost.
All right, so look at it this way. The Battle Beast almost made the comeback. Oh no, watch out for the swing.
Oh, he just swung armor 3 times in a row. He does not care. Forces the assist breaker. Look at all this recoverable life here on Duplicate. Universa is going to want to get Kate off the screen.
All right.
Maybe not.
Look for a reset.
Oh,
back up to make it whiff. And she's going to heal a considerable amount. There's the active tag. The bait that wasn't real, though. Nuji with the turnaround.
Surely we snap back in, Kate. Yes, we do. All that recoverable life is gone.
Oh!
Through, and that's going to be a dead Kate.
As we don't care if you freeze the screen. I want you to see it coming. All right. One as 2 characters each. And the Duplicate is gone. Battle Beast still has access to that Atom Eve assist, which is huge for a character like him. Unfortunately, that is going to be a punish, though. All right, we're going to open up a possible mind game here. Oh, the hard knockdown. Anti-air. No, it whiffs! Safe jump!
Beautiful stuff there from Universa. And again, nice little Fuzzy there. Gets the overhead in the corner.
It's all up to Atom Eve. The comeback has to be made, and even then, you have to deal with another Atom Eve on the back end. And it's projectile versus projectile.
Okay, we are spending a bit of bar.
Oh yeah, spend the level 3 here. Get the damage, get the knockdown. You still got tons of healthy characters to work with. By all means, this should be a Universa winning situation, but I guess never say never in a game like this.
All right, 2 boost meter available on the side of Nuji here, but might not be enough. And there we go, finds a hit. Wall splat, just goes straight for the combo, doesn't go for any sort of restand shenanigans into the level 1. And Universa takes that game 2-1 over Nuji.
That was well played. That was well played indeed. Especially off the back of that was a dominatingly. Some of the game's mechanics just work against him too much. I say that as someone that plays him. I cannot quit his combos. They are so much fun.
They're so cool. Again, I think characters who are ground boosters have
no, when it whiffed.
roots. Yeah, it's never nice when the assist breaker doesn't quite work out, but Universe unfortunately drops their sequence there, allowing Warren to get out and forces the assist breaker right back. But here we go, that super is active. We are in the corner now. Because it's a juggle, Universe wasn't able to get quite the same setup they normally wanted.
Oh, doesn't quite get the grab. Doesn't matter. This is kind of what I mean. Like, some of her buttons actually have more reach than it looks. Because she's quite a small character, you would think she has, like, the stubbiest limbs in the world. But some of her lows in particular, she's got pretty long legs.
Yeah, her 2M is it's one of the longer buttons in the game, generally speaking. I think, if anything, maybe a tad slower than some. But I think that is usually offset by just the range that she can hit you from, because I think a lot of people underestimate the character in that space.
All right, we were getting ready to loop, but... Oh, wait, no! We're going right back into it, mate!
Yeah, the assist breaker was brought out there from Warren, but immediately swung on yet again. Dropped it, but opened him up with the overhead.
No, I think that was a reset. I don't think that was a drop at all. I think that was just a straight-up duplicate situation where I'm going to go overhead or low. You got to look for it. Rex really trying desperately to stay alive, and the burst to try as well. Warren has had no opportunities to get established in this set at all at the moment.
There we go, finds, the low opens him up that time. Now we are down to the Titan with only half life. Titan's benefit, of course, being when you have full rock armor, you get a significant damage reduction. I believe it's somewhere in the realm of 60% or so, but you lose that rock armor very quickly each hit, and you have to spend your boost gauge for the armor.
You are dead, my friend.
Absolutely. Should be a kill here, I believe. No.
Wait, were we letting him live? You just wanted to combo. We just wanted to do another combo. Wait.
There we go. A nice little assist pickup there. Again, a small but relevant synergy. The height that Universe assist connects at works quite well for that specific Kate loop.
All right, very, very, very comfortable first game there for Universa. We're going to go straight back in. Just remind everyone, this is to get into top 12. This will be the winner's side. Both of these players make it through top 12. I think it's a matter of whether it's winner or loser. Right?
Mm-hmm. I think the interesting thing here as well, not only do you not see Titan very often, you don't see Titan in the anchor position very often. I feel like he's generally a character people try to build around.
So a lot of the London players sort of came out in force for this tournament. Many of them, you can probably hear some of the chanting in the background when Duplicate gets it going. It is the local community. I was touching on this earlier. That's why I love VSFighting, is the regional rivalries. They're so good.
Yeah, between like the London and Birmingham scenes, not to mention anyone else in the UK, but Universa immediately mashes out there, finds the hit, forces the assist breaker, but no rock armor on the side of Titan. Yep, forces him to spend a bar, and that is somewhat of a detriment to the character as well. You have to spend super meter to get your main benefit.
Indeed, and as I learned earlier, Universa is particularly good at breaking that armor. Her heavy buttons that hit multiple times, they pretty much will just shred Titan's armor on its own.
I think it takes...
Counter!
Nice, level 3 goes through there, and again, probably didn't need to spend that much bar normally, but when you're just trying to deny Warren the option to get out and keep that bulletproof alive, worth spending it.
All right, so things on the up and up here for Universa. Rexplode. And doesn't really have many opportunities to cycle between, right? To keep characters healthy, to build up your boost meter. Oh, where did that... I would have got hit by that. I tell you what. I got hit.
Massive recoverable life there on the back for Titan. I'd imagine if Universa finds a clean hit here, they will look for a snap, but good defense initially gets opened up by that overhead down heavy, and we are going for the full combo. I think they're just going for the kill. No, we bring in the Kate into the mix.
It's a hard knockdown setup. Yep.
Nasty, and we keep the 3 bars.
The boosted stab's a hard knockdown. You can hard tag or active tag from it. They can't challenge it, but it keeps the hard knockdown property. With Duplicate, that is exactly what she wants. Oh, wait. Armor back.
Yeah, all right, hard knockdown off the headbutt there. Goes for the overhead.
Just the rawness.
That is very punishable on block, and I believe this should...
Yes, Nibs, you had boost meter to see it get blocked and back off as well. Oh, dear. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, he's going to get jumped. He's going to get jumped. He's just a man. He's just a man with shoes on. Yo, watch out. Ow. Oof. No rock armor, he's just a normal man.
Guy. What a sick character.
It's just violent. For God's sake, this is a family show.
Oh my god, beautiful stuff there from Universa, taking a very... who also then were playing Invincible versus when it dropped. And, you know, I think that's kind of our main crossover, funny enough, is like Irish 2X players also play Invincible. Not so much our MK players.
The crossover happens everywhere, my friend.
And here we go. It looks like we have... Is this a button check? Or...
Now, I tell you what I really like about Herculean, though, is that his robot has some sauce.
Oh, yeah?
He has a saucy robot.
I think that... So it's an interesting thing, right? Because that's a criticism that got levied against... I don't know if it was so much the character or the players of the character initially, but it looks like this is not a button check. We are very much in here. We got 2 Nolans. And there we go, the robot.
No, but one of the most annoying things that Herculean does is call robot assist and then fly around the screen so you don't know where to block and the rockets hit you.
Yeah, because
it's really fun.
It's very reminiscent of, do you remember like KBR's Marvel team where it was, you know, call drones, super jump clap? It was like that. You can't see the mix if it's not on the screen.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. The Cecil out now. Of course, Cecil very good at keeping characters at bay, and you would want to do that here against the Battle Beast. But if Battle Beast can get close enough, again, we've seen already, does have very solid armor options that will stuff a bunch of Cecil's tools.
Preemptively using that Omni-Man assist to create that defensive brick wall if you were to try and jump out the corner. By the way,
oh my god!
He got the sauce.
Triple DP rejumps. What's going on?
From what I heard from Herculean O, though, I think was very unapologetically stealing Deadly Rebel's robot combos. And I respect the hell out of that. Shouts to Rebel, mate. I love you.
I was going to say, like, you know, I don't think there's any shame in that at all. Here we go. And again, I love that grounded boost dash from Titan. His conversions just look so clean.
A lot of even if you use boost with Titan, a lot of his combos actually tend to fill the gauge up more than you would think. So
yeah, absolutely.
Those kind of like right there, right, where you get the tackle, you keep them on the ground. It's almost like a reach stand in effect.
And you can end so many Titan combos in Rock Armor Headbutt as well for that hard knockdown. And then you have the option of doing Rock Oki, but we're not going to get the chance for that from Zenzei, unfortunately losing that Titan there. Now, Omni-Man into Cecil. Not very good for Cecil, generally speaking.
Oh, yeah. Level 3.
Level 3 in reaction to
no! We were talking about leave him alone, he's just a man! Cecil! How is he even in one piece? Wait, he's gonna live?
No, he's not. I think we have...
censored! We do!
Oh, no, he actually did live. That's crazy.
My man, you lived that! God, talk about aura!
the most expensive magic pixel you've ever seen.
I tell you what. Against Cecil in particular, that should just be a one-hit kill.
Yeah, you would think...
For reasoning alone.
Yeah, lore balance...
not again!
Lore balance, please. There can only be one Omni-Man.
How do they get built back up so fast? He's just done this.
Well, if I'm remembering correctly, like every few minutes on Earth is like hundreds of years for this specific planet. So
you're actually completely correct.
Yeah, that's how they built back up so correct.
I thought it was a good little bit. You know, I thought it was a good little bit, and then get hit with the deepest lore. Very true. It's why every time they come back, they've got like new technologies.
Yeah. Although to be fair, in the super that's based on, I think he sort of solves that problem.
That was kind of like an eradication event for them.
Yeah.
The day he visited their planet.
All right, here we go. Herculean opening up strong yet again, and we are going into the level 1 here. Tag, I imagine. Yep, active tag. Yeah.
All right, assist breaker forced.
Now, if we can get a clean hit here, Herculean may choose to
challenge.
snap. No, we'll just kill the Omni-Man, I believe.
All right, we're going to spend 1. We're going to go for the super. Now, the super won't kill. Do we open up a mix? Tried, but went for it too early.
Counterfail. And
Punch him in the nuts.
Yeah, just like the backdash into the slight delay into the dick jab, and it worked out perfectly fine.
We take those.
Sensei now has the Titan on screen. He does have the Cecil assist in the back, which is very, very good for this character. But again, finding the opening with Titan alone without a solid backing assist that you can mix with
Hit the
is a bit
assist,
tough.
but was it worth it is the question.
I don't believe so.
Battle Beast got hit on the head, but Omni-Man was ready to punish regardless, and there's the active tag into the bait. You're dead. Man's got 3 bars. Oh, no. Doesn't get it.
Quite a bit of scaling there. And finally, ooh, no, Sensei unfortunately there pushed Battle Beast out a little too far, misses the headbutt there on the rock armor, and this is going to be tough. Finds the overhead, but the rockets
Absorbed. Oh, that was just weird and unfortunate for Sensei. Honestly.
A lot of very unfortunate circumstances back to back there, but incredibly fortuitous if your name is Herculean, and now you are just down to the lone Cecil against a very stacked trio.
Oh! Oh, no.
Oh, the reset! That was disrespectful. That was unnecessary.
I don't know. It's going to lead to really good damage. We've got meter to spend. One more possible mix here. Your next character. Oh, no. Yeah, it's Robot. It's Robot. You're dead. No, you lived. Oh! Omni-Man. Just steal the credit. Steal the glory.
I can never get over. I love the Robo car, but it always just reminds me of, like, you know, Rash Speeder. Now I think you'll be a bit excited about this one, Ketchup.
Well, I tell you what has been interesting to me. There's been quite a few people in the bracket that play Lucan, but would you believe it? We haven't really seen anyone do the Lucan loops.
Yeah, now. Remind me, it is if done correctly, the grab loop from Lucan, is that a true infinite?
So some say if he times it to absolute perfection, it is an infinite. However, in most of the time when you see people, they will try something to get out, and there are options that are better than others. That was the bait versus the bait, by the way.
Nice tag bait there from Torpan. He wants to try and kill this Lucan as fast as possible, and I can't blame him. Lucan, a terrifying character who I think has only continued to grow in his stock value since the release of the game. I think there was initially some mixed feelings on him, but it just seems like every day people just find more things that make Lucan better.
He just has insanely good mix. I think some people were a little bit put off by the fact that he doesn't have traditional air movement like the other Viltrumites do, but the thing is, his float, if you pair it with the right assist, actually works better for him.
I was going to say,
in a mix-up sense, because he can basically float behind you and carry that momentum in a very different way to other characters, so you can't really get comfortable. By the way, cheeky little overhead there.
Yeah, and what's so interesting about that EX overhead from Mark is after that, so the very first hit of that is a mid. There is a very small gap with which you can actually stand block the follow-up. You have to be very on point. You have to be paying attention. But here we go. Brown Tornado now finding the damage. Nice tag bait right back there. And now, ooh, drops the hit. Will not kill the Mark here.
Ooh, went for the delayed headbutt.
Yeah, I like the attempt. Now we have lost the rock armor. You do lose that when you do that assist breaker.
Yeah, pretty much everything and anything can take away the armor from Titan. Assist breaker can do it. Hitting him, if he is the assist and you hit him, you can break the armor. He can come in and have no armor because you hit him while he was an assist.
Okay, finds the headbutt there, but again, look at how quickly he's already lost a fair chunk of that armor. I did not know that about hitting assist Titan though, because in traditionally in a lot of tag fighters, any sort of install or power up state remains solid on an assist character, but obviously not the case for his defensive mechanic.
I tell you what, as a commentator, it's not my job to sit here and give my balance suggestions, but as a Titan, as a really big Titan fan, if he's going to get his assist hit, I'd love one of those assists to have armor if you're listening. Please, please, my armor gets lost, please. All right, nice defense. Oh, never mind.
Overhead caught him, but no follow-up there from Torpan. I think just wasn't ready for that to connect. Brown Tornado now trying to fight through, but again, with the massive life deficit he's facing and no assist to back him up, it's very tough to do so. Oh, he connects with the Superman dive there, but he was too far away by the time he recovered. Just run-up jab from Torpan. A lot of back and forth.
There's a lot of hits, but I'm not seeing any
not
damage.
any conversions.
Damage.
No one's dying, but I mean, Torpan, at the end of the day, death by 1,000 cuts as it may be, Torpan is winning.
There's a little bit of life left. I think I can somewhat see it on the top right.
Okay, I expected a 2H anti-air there on the dive, but no, he just waited and jabbed, and there we go. Game 1 Torpan.
Doesn't work as good as you think it does.
No, 2H is a little inconsistent in this game. Again, far be it from me to comment, but that could maybe be a little better.
No, I'm not going to lie. I don't think it's actually intended to be, because it's more of a combo tool than anything else.
Of course.
That's the thing, is that like there are so many other anti-airs.
Yeah,
in this
you're not
game.
supposed to have universal anti-air.
Yeah, exactly. I know in the genre you would see a 2H and just assume it is, but it isn't, and that's just the way the game is different.
You're looking at two Viltrumites on the screen just a moment ago who both have anti-airs built into their kits.
No, exactly. Right.
All right, Rex Super there now. Massive purple life on the side of Lucan. You'd imagine we want to see the tag out here, but he's keeping Lucan in. I think Brown Tornado really needs to reconsider this, and that's why, again, every second you keep him on the screen, he's open to more damage.
Well, a problem that Tornado's going to have here is that when you're playing Lucan, at least one projectile assist goes a really long way. Tornado's team doesn't have any.
Yeah, interesting. I hadn't even stopped to consider.
Wow! Talking about anti-airs.
There we
Jab
go.
it.
It's always so funny. Jab anti-air is the funniest thing in the world to me in every game that it happens in. It doesn't matter what the context is. It's always funny.
Mate, I was born and bred in the MK9 jab anti-air.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Absolutely, but here we go. Torpan finds the opening here. We'll do a bit of damage to this bulletproof. We are going to toss him across the screen. Are we tagging? Yes, we are. In goes the mark. All right, blows him out there. I don't know if Torpan was expecting to force an assist breaker out of Brown Tornado. Did not find it.
Went in for the jab overhead. Probably did not expect the projectile assist to hit. I don't think it really matters, though, because Torpan looking very comfortable now. Tornado down to the last character, Titan, all on his own.
Yeah, it's a much cleaner game here in game 2 from Torpan. Finds the Lariat into the Rex assist there, but okay, unfortunately, a couple of interactions just not quite working out. Doesn't get the 2H there off the slide. Very uncharacteristic drops, I would say, but we find the hit into the level 1. Are we going to go for anything cheeky? We are. Little jump L overhead. And there, boost dash down into the level 3.
That's it.
Will kill the Titan. That is 2-0 for Torpan in quick order.
Now that brings us into what I'm pretty sure is the final match in the block before we start finding out who's actually going to be in the top 8. So, Torpan, Invincible,
Mark,
Invincible,
Rex.
Omni, and Rex in the back.
And yeah, I think they're already done with the button check.
All
I
right,
think
that's
we are
that.
underway. Here we go. And immediately you look at how quickly Dizzy was able to try and shut down that early momentum from Nuji's bulletproof because he knows how
was the
Nuji
safe
wants to
bait.
play.
Starting off already with the safe counter break bait. It's not punishable if it whiffs, and if you are to pull the trigger on it, you'll get a punish regardless.
Beautiful stuff there. I don't know if you caught. Dizzy tagged in the mark and he boost dashed down forward to cross under Nuji, caught him off guard. And there we go. Dizzy now finds the hit and will take out the bulletproof very, very quickly. Big life still available on all Dizzy's characters as well.
The way Dizzy plays this game is all about the damage. Active tag is instrumental to his mix-up game. In many ways, that's where the mix-ups lie, minus the occasional overhead from Rex.
And in a lot of situations, he was explaining this earlier. We were discussing his thoughts on the game after that earlier loss in the previous section of the stream. And Dizzy, in a lot of ways, doesn't really opt for mix or resets in situations where a lot of people would like to, because he's of the mind that if I can get active tag and you don't break it, that's on you. I'm taking my free damage.
It's the development of things for him. And this team is really good at enforcing that. Now, Atom Eve's going to go down. This is likely going to be a first game, although Nuji, against Universe earlier, nearly made a full character comeback. with just Battle Beast, so never say never.
No, never say never indeed, but again, going to be very difficult to do so, especially with characters as oppressive as the Viltrumites and Rexplode. Of course, many tools in all three kits that completely blow apart Battle Beast's armor, and he might not even get the chance to attempt to use it. I'd imagine we're going to go for a level 1 here. No, he's going for the level 3 anyway. He didn't even need to do that.
Well, that's going to be one way to start your series, and letting it rock.
He went to, Nuji I think went to a restart match, and obviously they decided to let the super run. No, he waited until the end. He waited until the rock.
At least we got to watch it.
Yeah, we got to watch most of it. Here we go. Immediately into game 2 here, and we saw the assist breaker already.
Challenged in the air.
And now Nuji, no boost left on this bulletproof, and already the recoverable life on his Battle Beast. This is a bad position to be in.
Yeah, I'd say knockdown, but it's not about the knockdown, it's about the active tag mix-up. If you get it right, you come in with a character that has full boost, and look at the damage of this!
Yeah.
Bulletproof, no opportunities to do damage, and that is a huge hit to Nuji's team.
Yeah, no, massive hindrance to Nuji's game plan. Eve is on the screen now, and again, of course, it's very odd that Eve is in the mid position on this team. I don't know what the thought process is behind that. I'd love to pick his brain about this later, but now Eve putting in the work, trying to kill Nolan.
Can't go in for an active tag though, as Battle Beast was on cooldown. There was 3 seconds left before he was able to be used, and now trying to be into this range. You've got to watch out. If a single one of those claps from Omni-Man comes out, it's going to be an active tag on block or hit. Speaking of which, here comes Invincible. Mark, going in. Dude, that's your other half. What are you doing?
Counter fail. Beautiful bait there from Dizzy, and we're just flipping.
Level 3. Oh no, doesn't get the finish.
Yeah, the level 3, you have to imagine, probably would have killed killed Nuji's Eve there. Now, tags in the Battle Beast successfully, gets the armor, snapback, trying to bring in the Omni-Man, DP assists.
It's Omni-Man. He's got the best DP in the game for a reason. Lovely break, though, there for Nuji. The dash under, good block there from Dizzy. A wonderful block on the overhead, double overhead, and the interruption. We block, and then we find our opportunity. Unfortunately, Breaker is available. There's the wake-up super. That is a huge whiff punish, though. That is not good.
And now look at all the recoverable life there on the Rex for Dizzy. Will be regenerating this entire time while the level 3 animation is rocking. This is going to be a lot of damage here on the Battle Beast also.
Half down, half left to go. Simple as that.
He just does raw lariat on the back roll, and it works out. We spend the bar. Are we tagging in? We are.
We got it wrong.
Got it wrong. Doesn't follow. Get the follow hit, but the armor, and immediately the assist breaker there from Dizzy. I like that. Saw that he made a mistake and was not letting Nuji even have a chance to get himself out. Now we are down to just the Eve.
Our last chance here for Nuji. I feel like Dizzy's going to be so content. Yeah, just looking for that moment. Just be careful. No need to overextend. Oh, whiffs it. What could have been the game-winning hit? 2H doesn't quite hit its mark. Anti-air. No, does not start up in time. And that is going to be the end of the journey.
Air dash L and... he just hit the restart match. We didn't even get to see the super.
Well, it's done.
It's 2-0.
It's over.
It's 2-0 to Dizzy.
That was sudden.
Yeah.
That kind of just...
Anticlimactic, really.
That kind of just happened out of nowhere.
But yeah, there we go.
Breaks my heart.
We have a powerplex in the form of backshots.
Yep,
here.
that's backshots.
And this is an interesting conversation as well. How do you rate powerplex?
I think he is a lot better than you would expect.
I think, so what I have always said about Powerplex is he is a character who has amazing tools and no way to open you up on his own.
Yeah, but it's Invincible though, right? Like, it's all about picking other characters that add to that and allow you to do
it's the same thing as the Kate argument earlier.
Exactly.
You should be building the team around Powerplex.
I'll tell you one thing, he's got some really good projectiles. They shred armor like a cheese grater.
Yeah, no, the Just Frame Powerplex projectile is amazing. The EX projectile is even better. Nice, ooh, the tag bait, but I think he was so low to the ground it didn't even matter.
Looking for an extension there. Push block as well. Oh. Oh, wow. A counter trade.
Yeah, a very rare interaction, but it can happen. Warren finds the hit here, but does not convert. Backshot's managing to jump away here. He's just trying to let this life regenerate on the Powerplex. I'd imagine at some point he probably wants to get him back on point because he has structured the team around having him out there. But again, that projectile assist, it is automatically the Just Frame version, so it is a multi-hitter. Like you said, it's amazing for dealing with armor, particularly tight.
Oh, wow. That's a nice little pickup there. All right, we see you. We see you.
Version. Here we go. Rex in on the screen. And again, Rex, such a strong character, obviously has been in contention for, you know, top 3 pretty much the entire time the game has existed, I would say. But here we go, trying to cover a bit of screen space here. Bulletproof now has to jump around a bit, but he has that robot assist to try and make his way in.
Try to be a little bit cheeky there with the heroic strike.
Yeah.
Don't want to overcommit. That's the danger, right? Is that if you get too eager to punish an assist, you leave yourself open.
Nice, there we go. Yeah, I like that the response from Backshots there was to actually try and do his own armor super back.
Unfortunately, that doesn't work.
Yeah, it wasn't quite enough, and now the hit on the Titan here. No armor. Powerplex finds the hit now.
No meter for break.
Snapping in. Yeah, we want this recoverable life gone off the Rex. Finds the launcher there with the EX, and yeah, we're just going into level 3. For the pain you've caused, for the people you've hurt, die.
In my head, I just feel like it's for the mix-ups I didn't block. For the 7-frame reversal that you have. Die!
Do you ever think about the fact that Powerplex has a 4-frame super?
Let me do this.
He has a 4-frame level 1.
Does he?
The lightning. Did they change it?
I'm pretty sure that the really, really fast super is no longer in.
Is it 6 frames now? Is it slower?
I don't know the exact frame data, but I do. I'm putting myself at risk here. Sound like, you know, fake commentator.
Hey, I put myself at risk by quoting old information.
That
one Powerplex guy is really mad right now.
I do think it got slowed down a bit.
Okay, that's probably a good thing because it was that was like for a character who wasn't performing like crazy well. I think it was still too strong of an option. But here we go. Finds the opening here with the Bulletproof, but no boost now on the side of Warren, and you will want the tag out at some point so that you can get that back, but we are spending it, we are tagging in the robot. I always love the beam. I don't know what it is. Robot beam is so satisfying to look at.
Oh, it's so satisfying to do as well. There's something about robots, just snappy but massive range projectile that is just like, ooh, yes please.
Alright, found the connection there, but unfortunately had pushed Warren too far away, so he wasn't able to juggle. That is a little bit of an inconvenience sometimes for Powerplex rooting, but here we go. Follows up off the special. You notice he opts not to go for the Just Frame one because that does launch. If you do the regular one, you keep them grounded and you can follow up into a fuller conversion before you get that juggle scaling.
Production, I need to, unfortunately, I need to step away for a second. I'm very, very sorry.
Alright, Ketchup is stepping away temporarily, but we will keep the action going here, and it looks like Warren now trying to find the hit here on Backshots, but it's just so difficult to open him up. We have the happy birthday, but drops the Titan, will only damage the Bulletproof. Successful break there, and now he has some grey life, or purple life rather, to regenerate, but I don't know if he's going to have the opportunity. Gets caught by the rocket call, and now just covering screen space with the Powerplex. This is what Powerplex is good at, but the Bulletproof, amazing at making his way in. Good assist breaker now. Again, the coverage with the projectiles. Nice! One hit into the level 3. I respect it. And he will give himself some time here to try and think a bit about what his next option is. Clean damage onto the Powerplex. Alright, Rekka pressure there. No assist called. Calls it now. Trying to armor perhaps, but the projectile caught that last bit of rock armor, so the Titan assist was immediately denied, and just the 2M there on the block string, and now Backshots has the complete advantage in this game. Decent life bar on Warren's Titan, but again, having to make the comeback with Titan with no assists is tough, but the armored overhead finds its way through, and no boost gauge on the part of the Powerplex. We will see the kill. Now, Bulletproof gives Titan a tough time. His movement options are actually very awkward to pin down, even with that 2S1. But as I say that, he eats all of the rockets and finds it anyway. We get the launch. We're going into the hard knockdown. Rock, Oki, overhead, low, and there we go. The Titan comeback is on. Okay, finds it. Boost dash cancels when the blocked overhead happens. That's very important because even the EX overhead is quite minus, and he just does it raw. No break available for back shots. And here we go, level 1, and that is going to be the kill. We're down to the robot. Now, super jump back on Robot, one of the best stall characters in the game. Very difficult for Titan to chase. But Warren is slowly making his way in, trying to chase this. Now, what he needs to stop Backshots from doing is dive kicking out of the corner, but he blocks the beam! He doesn't get the punish, unfortunately, for Warren, and now rolls forward into the overhead, but he didn't have enough armor. Backshots also converting into the level 3. Big damage now. No super meter for either player. Decent bit of boost gauge, however. Because of the lack of super meter, Warren cannot rock armor up, so this is entirely in the court of the robot. But he finds the connection, and now I'd imagine he's going to end in the corner with the armor into the hard knockdown. Oki again with the rock, perhaps. No! He just stood there and did raw overhead. He finds the opening. He still has 1 meter. He blows him out, unfortunately, and wake up DP. He finds the 2M, but he doesn't convert it to level 1, and the beam! And Backshots takes it 2 games to 0. And you have to feel bad for Warren, though. He had every opportunity there to actually successfully make that comeback, but he had 2 or 3 openings that he just did not manage to convert correctly. I think it was a panic. We are going to the Himalayas. So, we have the Mark, the Thula, and the Battle Beast here. Interesting setup. Of course, we saw Jads earlier today show just how strong Thula can be. So let's see what Mac1? I'm going to read that as Mac1. Let's see what Mac1 can do with the Thula. As Thula in on that mid position, Battle Beast, I think, was actually anchored. And that's something we've seen a couple times now. Battle Beast or Titan, armor characters in on that anchor position as opposed to a point or mid one. I think a lot of people perhaps just like having armored assists in the back. Traditionally, that's where a lot of people would hold their projectile assist. But I think since the changes to those projectile assists, calling further forward on the screen and also improved damage scaling rather on assists so that happy birthdays are a little more threatening, they kind of restructured how some people approach their team setups. But Torpan and Mac1 here now, trying to find the opening here is the Thula. Gets clipped by the Rex. The counter tag, unfortunately for Mac1, did not work out. And here we go, snapback. We get the recoverable life off the Invincible, but the counter tag right back, or assist breaker rather. And now Mark has all that recoverable life in the middle there. Torpan just kind of controls space with Rex. Tags in the Nolan counter fail there on the part of Mac1. You'd have to imagine, yeah, just immediately goes into level 3, is not wasting any time, making sure that's a dead character. Now, I think there's a very real possibility that he could have, made that kill there off the level 1, but sometimes you just have to keep it simple. I think we've seen enough drops, particularly in the previous set that Torpan played, that I think he's just playing it safe. And now, Battle Beast has to do it now. Half-life. Has the boost gauge for armor, but immediate assist breaker there from Torpan yet again. A lot of recoverable life on the Invincible. In an ideal world, Mac1 would like to find the hit and get that snapback, but it will not happen. He will lose the Battle Beast. And we are just going down to the Thula now. Again, Thula quite strong in terms of the range she can contest and the damage she can output as well. But having to do this alone against a team like Torpan's without assist cover is very, very difficult, no matter who you are. Never mind a character as non-traditional as Thula. And we are, I was going to say, we are going to find the level 1 here, but not quite. Dropped it there at the end, I think, due to the stun bar. Opts for the level 1 there. Spends the bar for a little bit of damage. Didn't get anything off of it, but Torpan finds the hit here now. And again, Mach 1 has the boost gauge, but without any assists, he doesn't have a counter tag. There we go. Has to try and spend the counter, but regardless, Torpan finds the kill there. Game 1. Alright, it seemed like we had a bit of discussion on the side there. I think that someone off to the side may have been trying to help Mach 1 a little bit with some advice, but we are getting set back up here again. Okay. I was going to say, interestingly, we had a Torpan there hovering Elemental. I don't know why, didn't know why he was doing that, but it seemed like he was just kind of thinking. He's locked in on his team now. Conquest now tagged in place of Thula, perhaps. Yeah, Mach 1 has now opted for a different shell, so we have Conquest, Lucan, Battle Beast. So a very different setup here. And you would have to imagine, so this goes to what Ketchup was speaking about earlier. Lucan has amazing mix and a good potential for confusing people with the flow. Again, that non-traditional air movement for a Viltrumite in this game. Conquest, of course, traditionally was known for a lot of his loops. A lot of those have now been addressed, but at the same time, the character still has really, really good setups with some meaty situations and just does good damage overall. He has that armor DP, again, there it is, but Torpan called it out, I believe, just waited for the wake-up option. 2H punish, and now, same drop we saw last game. I don't know, was that intentional perhaps? Was that to bait a wake-up response? Either way, it works out in Torpan's favor. I must know. I'm going to ask him about that later. Alright, Rex called it from the back. We have not any boost gauge left on the Omni-Man, so we do tag, and there we go. Torpan now got the mark in, spent the meter, dropped initially, but he's found the hit now on Mach 1, snaps in the Battle Beast. Okay, I think he actually faked out a cross under, and Mach 1 got blown up by the lack of a mix, but here we go. Forces the assist breaker, a lot of recoverable life on Lucan now. We already saw one snap from Torpan. I'd imagine he might look for another. Yeah, finds the hit. No, we're just going to kill the Battle Beast. Absolutely, he's so low at this point. Yeah, finds the falling 2H there off the air dash. And here we go. Just down to Lucan. Only half a life bar. And there we go. Simple conversion into level 3. Don't do anything fancy. That will end the game there. And Torpan takes it 2-0 over Mach 1. Beautiful stuff there from Torpan. And I like that from Torpan. I think something that on the back, a lot of people, even post-nerf, still really enjoy that. Still a very good horizontal coverage. But, yeah, Mark and Nissa Cecil, honestly a very traditional team, kind of very season 0. I think, generally speaking, you would have seen Anissa on point for that shell just because Mark DP assist is so beneficial to Anissa off of her back Super 1, but not a button check. We are definitely into it, and here we go. No break there on the tag. EX special spent by the Anissa, baits a DP perhaps there with that air dash, and now finds the hit on the Titan. And now we're going into the corner, blows him out. I like that there. You saw the EX stance from Anissa on block. That is quite plus, I believe still plus 12. It also armor breaks, so an amazing choice against Titan specifically. It's something that Anissa is very good at. She is actually an amazing choice into characters that rely heavily on armor, because so many of her tools break it openly. Here we go, the level 3 spend wants that Anissa gone here. Welcome back, Ketchup. Zenze versus Dawn is opening up in favor of Zenze.
Huge apologies for that, folks. As they say, sometimes nature calls. Right.
Does indeed, but here we go. Zenze taking out the Anissa. And again, Dawn had started with the mark on point as opposed to the Anissa, which is a little unusual for that shell. But now down to the mark, still has the Cecil assist in the back. And of course, Cecil on the side of Zenze as well. Again, I'm curious as to your thoughts on this Ketchup. We've seen two times now the Titan mid. Why do you think that you would have Titan as the mid option as opposed to the point character with the assists built around him?
Fundamentally, Titan actually just isn't a point character. He needs to have meter to get his armor back, and at the start of the round, you don't have any.
So it's essentially, you're kind of applying the KOF mentality where you're using your point as the battery and then you're tagging in Titan when the bar is available.
Essentially, yes. I mean, I, like many other people, would start off with Titan as their first character, but you just start to realize that without meter, he just cannot thrive. Because let's say the round begins, you get opened up, just like now, for example. Let's say that's the first hit of the game. You lose your armor, you're on your back, you've got no meter for defensive, you might have had to use the boost already for a breaker, and before you know it, Titan is helpless. So I think having him later on in the team just naturally makes sense. Titan now obviously going to go down as Zenzei loses Titan here, back into the Omni-Man. Cecil still in the back pocket. Omni and Invincible, both with Cecil. We're going to have a similar neutral here.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is Dawn finding the advantage with the Invincible. Omni-Man is down, so Zenzei is going to have to make this comeback here with the solo Cecil. Now, it is very doable. We've seen plenty of people do it, but not the easiest thing to do because all of Cecil's moves are projectiles. There are several answers to that.
Well, we're going to get a big knockdown here. Say knockdown, we're going straight in for the Cecil. Doesn't quite get the ender though. Zenzei has a lot of work to do.
Yeah, no, we saw jump back grenade there from Dawn, just attempting to...
Oh, the mix! Dash under!
Yeah, dash under there from Zenzei. Of course, Cecil's dash is a teleport, the most expensive dash in gaming. But here we go now, no clean follow-up after that. Because again, you're taking damage there. You're not necessarily getting much off of that super otherwise.
Having to play a very dangerous game here is Zenzei. I need to establish my projectiles, but I don't want to take any trades. With every bit of meter that Dawn gains, the threat of level 3 becomes more severe, which is instantly going to shut you down. And we're taking so much damage now, projectile trades become almost impossible. You really, at this stage of health, you can't. We have 4 bars of meter.
Yeah, and I like that from Zenzei. He saw that he'd connected with the EX clone there, but wasn't able to dash in for the conversion.
Zenzei needs to get this kill, because if you can get the kill before timeout, look at how much life you're going to get back. Can you do it? 7 seconds on the clock. Zenzei has to. The thing is, if we go into sudden death and you only have that tiny amount of blue life remaining, it's going to become almost impossible to make the comeback.
Yeah, because at that stage you have to be constantly... Oh my god, he finds the hit!
No!
Doesn't get the level 1! Dawn, I think, survives with the Cecil here, yes, but they are both in a very similar position.
It all goes.
We have to swing.
And that's that. What a heartbreaker in game 1. We just needed one more hit. The Cecil would have gone down. We would have gone into sudden death, but you would have healed up so much of that life. Oh, what a shame.
Yeah, very unfortunate there for Zenzei, but very fortunate indeed for Dawn. He got the clap there and the wall spat, but wasn't able to dash in for the 2H fast enough. And now Dawn has found the opening. Not enough boost gauge on the side of Zenzei to get an assist breaker here.
That's a really good start. Wonderful counter tag. There's the Titan assist. Full stun, crumple state. Omni-Man spending some of that meter.
All right.
Are we gonna loop it?
We're tagging into the Titan, you'd imagine. Okay, no, blows out, doesn't manage to get the ground bounce. I was going to say, you'd imagine the hope here is to end in ground bounce into the rock armor for the hard knockdown, but wasn't able to find that. Gets the opening here, snaps in the Omni-Man, tries to dash over for the cross-up, but a little too fast. And that's the thing, right? And this movement is so strong, but sometimes the character can actually be too quick for your own good.
That's it. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
All right.
I think sometimes the game can just get a little bit ahead of you. That's going to be one character down, Zenzei.
Yeah, and you saw Dawn losing that recoverable life there on the Invincible, so gonna have to make a lot happen here with the life disadvantage. Zenzei now, I like that stagger kind of neutral there, just kind of throwing in one hit and then backing off, waiting to see what Dawn would do, perhaps expecting a super or an EX. But no such response. Dawn quite happy to play the slow game. Finds the hit there on the Cecil assist. Tags back in the Omni-Man. We want the Nolan to die.
The thing is, if you get a bit too overzealous, one clap that you get caught by on block or hit, never mind, we find it. A little bit of bonus damage on Titan just for good measure. And we should have a little bit of meter to play around with.
All right, Dawn now Has a small bit of life here to regain on Invincible, but not a lot. Great minds think alike. The Cecil assists trade, and now we just have two men staring at each other. All right, Lariat into the assist. Call finds the overhead butt. Assist breaker there. Zenzei manages to get out.
Watch your toes.
Yeah, gets opened up.
1. Are we going to go for the triple?
2.
Are we going to get the triple?
3.
There's a level 3 as well,
Level 3.
possibly.
Yes, indeed. We're going for the full damage here off of this. I believe this should be a dead zone.
Well, the 3 boosted specials will scale this pretty heavily.
No, yeah, you're dead right.
All right, rock skin, possibly for the last
And
time.
again!
Yeah, for Titan.
Double Cecils into the Lariat. It never fails. And there we go. Dawn now up a character. 1-0 currently over Zenzei. Zenzei needs to make this comeback here on the Cecil to stay in this set. And he manages to dash in, finds the opening. And that's something that's so important in a Cecil mirror, right? You're both doing your zoning patterns. At one point, so one of you has to dash in and just make a read.
I think often it's the one that might not necessarily have the life lead or the characters to play around with, because desperation becomes a lot more apparent.
Absolutely. And now you see that from Dawn there, tags out his own Cecil to try and regain that life, but also perhaps get that Cecil assist on the screen so that you can advance with the much more threatening.
It's going to make the
neutral
matchup
character.
so much better, because Invincible with the Cecil assist versus a Cecil on his own. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, absolutely.
The ability to get in and out, just dodge the projectiles, spend your meter.
Yeah, are we going 3 again?
Are we doing same again? Are we
Level
doing
3?
same again?
No, we're doing level 1. Oh, we whiff! He still has 3 bars.
It was level 3 timing, but it was level 1.
Oh, he got the Reaniman ground bounce, but again, wasn't able to get the conversion. Again,
Oh, dear.
it can be so difficult to get that dash in real time. Finds the conversion.
Wait. I think we're going to kill.
Yes.
No, that was the game-winning hit. That was the game-winning hit.
He's going to heal back this health.
Yeah, he is. This match ain't over.
And now,
Oh.
I like the immediate aggression there from Zenzei. Look at how aggressive he's
hang
being.
on.
Dashes in. Hold on, Zenzei.
Lights. And it's eating into the time, so sudden death becomes more apparent as well. 5 seconds on the clock. This may as well be sudden death right now, to be honest with you.
Level 3 is available for Dawn. If he can find any clean hit, he will
Ah!
get it. Though he didn't have the range. We are going to sudden death now. Dawn, of course, has the meter advantage.
If Zenzei wins this game, that lack of hit confirmed with the
Oh, he got
Invincible
the
is...
reanimate and he
Oh,
picked him
wait.
into level. No,
No, not again! That happened in game 1!
The room cried out in terror at that whiff.
Oh! Wait a minute.
Get in
Oh!
there. Lights.
Oh, the dash!
Oh!
And now he's gonna lose health. Sudden death, it's going.
Zenzei has the life lead now.
Oh! No way! No way! Oh my god! How did it hit? What happened? What happened?
Zenzei did one projectile